Good morning, everybody. It's JB Portillo here with Bella Vista Community TV, and we're going to talk about it. And I can't wait to talk about today. We have an incredible guest, Lisa Welton, who is with Chefs for Seniors. And just wait. I got so excited that I had to invite Marion on the Move to also be on here today. And we are just going to make sure we get every bit of information out that we can about your awesome experience.
Thank you so much for having me.
You bet. So, who is Lisa? Tell us a little about her.
Well, Lisa Welton comes to you. I am a chef. I actually have quite the background. But most recently, I'm a veteran. I came to Northwest Arkansas with my husband. We were with Tyson Foods and Walmart for several years. But I always knew my heart, since I was a kid, was to become a chef. And so when COVID hit, I literally went to culinary school, and my dream was to become a personal chef. Not restaurant, because that's for the young cats. Even though I did have restaurant experience for it. So I was trying to make my own business. And then I came across Chefs for Seniors on my Facebook feed, because social media. And I applied last year, about October, to become a personal chef for Chefs for Seniors, because I loved the idea. And in January, my husband and I actually bought the franchise, and we're bringing it here to Northwest Arkansas, although it's been in Arkansas for a little over 3 years.
Okay.
Mostly in Hot Springs. We just wanted to bring it to Northwest Arkansas, and we've been, for the past 6 months, so surprised and just even more motivated, because there's such a need here. And we say we're Chefs for Seniors, but we don't card. We support families.
You don't card? I'm very disappointed.
No, it's a good thing.
Well, you're over 21.
That's right.
But even when they card you for buying paint at the store.
I love it when they do that.
Anyway, go ahead.
I love it when they do it. But anyway, that's what we're doing, and we're here to bring this service, and we just appreciate this opportunity to talk about it, because I don't think a lot of people know about it.
They don't, and you're all over Northwest Arkansas. Do you have customers here in Bella Vista already?
Yes, we've actually helped a couple that maybe it's a short term, that they're having surgery where they won't be able to kind of get out and go to the grocery store or whatever it is. And so, of course, we get very attached very quickly. You'd think that would be different. We're just making food, but actually we're making relationships. We have some clients that we cook for that are more long-term. It's a weekly deal. We have some that we have dual income homes, but they're taking care of parents in their homes now. Or they have kids that have been diagnosed with needing to have a completely vegan lifestyle in order to preserve different health aspects. It just goes on and on.
So let's play a game.
Okay, I love games.
Marion is a brand new client.
Hi, Marion.
Hi.
So you guys talk. Marion knows nothing.
Okay.
Okay? She knows nothing about what you do.
Okay.
Take it away, Marion.
Do you want to ask me a question first? You just had that eye,
Well,
that look.
I have a lot of questions, because the first thing I tried to imagine you coming into my home, and the only time I've ever had anybody else in my home were people I knew, and even though they didn't know my kitchen, we got acquainted. So I would like to know, when you come, you bring the food, right?
Yes.
How do you make a decision, or do you make a decision what to bring? Or do I have to supply everything?
Oh, no. Okay, so we're like a traveling band show. We have a full menu. And what we have you do is, well, first of all, I would come to your home and kind of introduce you, so you get a good feel for the company, a good feel for what we actually offer. I show you some packaging options to make sure that it's easy enough to open for you. If you prefer me to use your things to package, I can do that. But we take a look at a menu, and you select 4 entrees. And you really get about 10 to 14 servings out of that. And so, I plan the day that you want me to come. and I will go grocery shopping that morning, and I'll probably call you up and I'll say, hey, Marion, I'm at the store. Do you need me to pick you up anything? Not maybe a month's worth of groceries, but, you know, some bananas or whatever. And then I tell you I'm on my way. And when I get there, I'll set up, I'll say hi, and we'll talk a little bit. I get set up, and I'm usually in your house for about 2.5, 3 hours. Takes a little bit longer, that first service, just because we're trying to get used to each other and used to your kitchen. And I talk you through everything I'm about to do. I give you a taste test if you like. I'm happy to serve you a meal while I'm there. And you tell me if you want things in your freezer or your fridge. And then we talk about what you want next service.
So is that like a week's worth?
It all depends on you. I mean, it's
Okay.
a very personalized service. It's not a long-term gig, by the way. We just ask for 2 services, 2 chances to serve you, because it's hard to figure out your tastes and your druthers with just 1 service. I mean, it's like a first date. I know that sounds weird, but it's like a first date.
Yeah.
Where we're just trying to figure out your likes and dislikes. And everything, the menu has suggested sides in it. Say you don't like sweet potatoes, we can do regular potatoes if you like, or no potatoes at all, pasta, whatever. Yeah, so we just have some people, if they eat a lot, or if that's the only thing that they're eating, we have a lot of clients that have a really active social life. And so it's kind of something to pepper in with all the other activities. So some will go in the freezer. I have one lady, she's lovely. She's like, well, I'll have all this week at home. I don't have any appointments. I don't have any company in town. So I might need you sooner, but I have her set up on a 2-week visit or a monthly.
You stimulated 2 questions
Awesome.
I have. And one is, what if I would like the products purchased at the farmer's market? Is that something that you do, or do you have your special stores that you go to because of your experience?
Farmer's market. It's important for us to be able to protect you as the client, so I can't purchase from a farmer's market. However, if you have groceries in your home, we're happy to use those.
So if she went to the market and she had these and said, hey, Lisa, could you fix this squash this time for me?
Yeah. And I have my own garden.
Yes. Can you use this up? Yeah, just let me know ahead of time. I just can't purchase it because I...
Gotcha.
Okay. So what if what I really wanted to do was to entertain guests,
Yes.
to sit with them, to engage with them, and not fuss in the kitchen?
Yes.
So how would that be different?
So that's another service that we can offer, and usually you'll gain a great relationship with your chef. That's the idea. It's so much about the relationship as it is the food. And you would work it out and say, gosh, you know, I really want to have an end of summer bash for my family. We would recommend for one chef up to 20 people for a dinner party is about the max we can do.
Whoa, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
My place doesn't hold 20 people
Good.
around the table.
We just have to plan
Just
special
around the
for that.
table.
That's no problem. We would just discuss it, and it's just it's outside of the standard service. And you know, you would talk through details like, do you want that person to stay and help serve, or is it prepare the meal for everybody to converge on the house, and you know that they're going to help serve each other. However, it's just a normal service. Anything that we have a lot of people that they've been cooking since they were married at 18 years old. So, you know, they still want the entertainment part, but they maybe can't stand or don't want to stand or want somebody else to handle all of it. And that's what we're here for.
Excellent. It feels like a friend visiting that's very knowledgeable because of all the engaging. Makes me want to have a seat for you at the table.
Oh, yeah. We love that.
Yeah, this is something I envision it's more than for seniors. I can see why you're marketing it to seniors. So how are you getting the word out to let people know this isn't just for seniors? Anybody, especially the entertainment part of it, there's people who would love that.
Absolutely. Well, definitely this is, you know, in any business, you know, you want to focus on your core. And this company actually, if I could take just a few minutes to tell you the background about it.
Please.
It started about 17 years ago, maybe a little bit more now, by a father and son team in
Really?
Wisconsin. And Barrett Allman is the co-founder. His son is Nathan. He was a chef and restaurateur. He had restaurants all over the place. And of course, there's no work-life balance for chefs in the restaurant industry. And what happened was his mother-in-law had a hip replacement surgery, and her health quickly began to decline because she was no longer able to cook for herself. And so she was ordering a lot of food in. People were dropping things off, but maybe not the healthiest choices. And so he just made up his mind that he was going to go and make her a week's worth of meals, or half a week, and basically nursed her back to health with good foods that were on par for what she needed for her specific diet. Lots of proteins, less fats, all the things.
Portion control.
Portion control, and before you know it, she started feeling better, and she started inviting friends over.
Well, and she had made a new friend with the chef.
Well, it was her son-in-law. I hope she liked him.
You're right. I forgot about that part. But still, I can see you making people want to come back, right?
I do.
Yeah.
And, the friends actually said, Barrett, I think you got something here. And the son was at university at the time, and he was a business student, and he wrote up a business plan for Chefs for Seniors. And it did so well, he actually got a grant, and they started it. Barrett left the restaurant 2 weeks later, and about 7 years after doing that, just serving his local community, Nathan wrote another business plan for franchising, and here we are 17 years later, 100 locations, coast to coast, and we're serving many different communities all the same way. And it's a family environment, and that's the important thing to us. So we focus on seniors because that's the heart of the business. And also we do a lot with our recipe work to make sure that we can have some great variety with different dietary requirements and restrictions, low sodium, heart healthy. We've got many different. We're always looking to improve the menu because once you get those kind of diagnoses, it's hard to feel like my life is over. I can't eat the way I used to. It's not going to taste the same, but we like to partner. If you would like, we can always partner with nutrition groups. I have clients right now that might have some dysphagia or difficulty swallowing. I work with the therapist. They tell me how I need to adjust the food. I mean, it's the whole range. We want you to still receive the nutrition, still be independent as long as possible in your home, and help. That's what we want.
This sounds like an amazing thing.
I love the whole idea of nutrition because that was going to be my next question. That plays a big role, especially for anybody, not just for seniors. But what if somebody had a favorite recipe that was a family?
Really? Good question, Marianne.
Yes. Well, all we would do, we've actually done this a couple of times. I think because smells are the closest sense that's related to memory in the brain. And a lot of times if people have, appetite falls off naturally as we age anyway.
I wish. Go ahead.
Okay. It hasn't happened to me, but as I understand it. But a lot of times when you're homebound and you might have some different health issues that are going on, creating those foods, and especially familiar ones, is nurturing to the soul, not only to the body. And so we do welcome that opportunity. We've had different occasions where things take a little bit longer. Most recently, we have a gumbo example. Somebody had gone hunting and they wanted to use wild duck from their visit, and they wanted gumbo. And we made it happen. It's not going to happen in a 3-hour service, I'm sorry, but we made it to where it could work. So we're happy to work with whatever you got.
Wow, this is so great. I can't wait to come back. We're going to take a quick break here, and then we'll be back, and we're just going to get into all those little packages, and then I have about 1,000 other questions for you.
Awesome.
We only have another 15 minutes, but I can talk fast, okay?
Okay, me too.
We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. We're back. Look at the chef over my shoulder. Isn't that cool? Anyway, and this chef sitting right here beside me. Yes. Anyway, let's give people a couple of times here, how do people get a hold of you? Do they just say, Lisa? What do they do?
Well, I need my hearing aids on if you're going to do that.
Oh, okay. Yes.
But feel free to call us at 479-485-1213, 479-485-1213, or you can send me an email, lisa.welton@chefsforseniors.com.
And that's Welton with an E.
With an E, yes.
Yes.
I have to approve.
Yes.
Welton.
Yes, yes. And you have a website.
Yes, it's Chefs for Seniors, Northwest Arkansas. You may see something on there for Hot Springs. We are also in Hot Springs at the moment. We're trying to get the service out all over Arkansas because we know there's a need and we would love to fill it. But it's a great balance. We've got to have demand and we've got to have chefs there. So
Absolutely. Speaking of chefs, what team do you have? What's your
Oh,
team?
I have an amazing team right now. We are mighty. We may be few, but we are mighty.
Yeah.
Right now, I have 3 total chefs on board here in Northwest Arkansas, and I have 1 in Hot Springs. They are talent from all over the world, literally. One hails and did their culinary training in Ireland and then did their experience all throughout Walt Disney World all over the world. And recently she came here from Chicago with her husband and she just wanted to do something in the community, and so here she is. I've got another fantastic restaurateur who's retired.
Yeah.
Again, this is food is our passion. We love to help, and this is why they're on board with the team. This is the lifeblood for our chef in Hot Springs. She's a force to be reckoned. She actually created many menus for Hot Springs restaurants all along Bath Row there. But this has been her passion for over 3 years. So this is wonderful. And of course, as we grow, we're always looking for new talent. So if you've got interest, let me know.
Absolutely. Marion and I we're foodies, aren't we?
I was going to say, you
We
touched
are
on
so-
something the
Yes.
last segment.
But
go ahead.
Ethnic foods. We like ethnic foods.
Yes.
Was that it?
No, keep going. That's a good one, too, though, to cover. Go ahead.
Yes, we do. It's all included. We have the menu is very approachable for those folks that like to be a little bit closer to comfort foods, but there's also some stretch. And as we grow in relationship, those that want, your straight up meatloafs and basic soups will say, would you give me a chance to try something a little bit more edgy? And
Edgy.
edgy, yes. Different types of proteins are foreign to a lot of people also, so different applications. And it just gets to the point, if we want variety, I've got a client that sends me things off of Pinterest.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Like,
Can you make this? Yes.
Ethnic foods are really important, and that's so interesting. When you said something about the last segment near the end about the fragrances and how important it is that we tie in recipes that maybe they're familiar with, it makes me think that you folks are more than Chef for Seniors. You're really, it's not just preparing food, it's not just getting nutrition, it's reaching the whole person.
Yes.
And I really love that because being a foodie, I think of food as something is engaging with people. It's more than the taste, it's more than just eating something because you're hungry. And what you said about that makes me feel like you're really reaching out to your clients in a more personal way than just preparing a meal and saying, here, eat.
Absolutely.
I did a dinner party one time when I was still living in Dallas, Houston, I don't remember, it was somewhere else. And I was concerned because, I had the chef coming in and actually, like you were saying, I wanted to be at the table.
Yes.
So I had the chef come in, and I was all worried about the kitchen being too close to the dinner. And he said, no, the most important thing when they walk in the house is smelling that food so they get an idea what's going to be happening. I'm
Absolutely.
like, oh, cool.
Absolutely.
It gets you salivating for the meal.
Absolutely. At your favorite restaurants, it's a cold environment until about 10 minutes till opening. we used to have people that would run around with butter, rosemary, and garlic in a pan just through the...
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
Oh,
it's an
I'm doing
entire
that next time you
experience.
come
I was just
over.
thinking.
That's what simmer pots are about.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely set the tone. And, you know, we take it so seriously that you have us in your homes. We want you to feel as comfortable as possible. How any of this would start is I would actually go to your home, spend some time with you. If the chef that I'm thinking might be a good match, just based on a phone call, is available and not in service, I'll try and bring them with me too. So you can meet everybody, so everybody's on the same sheet of music. And if there's any questions, you know, that's the time. We just start the relationship. And it doesn't end with, okay, Lisa, high five, bye. I call and check on you, make sure everything's going your way. It's a beginning of a relationship.
I see you have some containers over here.
Yes.
You've got some things to talk about.
Yes, so I always bring a sample of what different packaging can look like. It's very familiar. A lot of things Hefty puts out a big thing. You can get them at Sam's all the time. But I like to bring packaging with me because some of our potential clients, they might have problems opening packages. So I always
those
like
things
them.
are sometimes a
They're
pain.
hard.
Yeah.
So we have some with tabs, and if it's an advanced case of maybe arthritis, I might recommend something that's got these flip tabs, and I'm happy to source different things. We do provide just your basic standard packaging as part of the service charge, but if you needed something a little bit more intense, we might just do that straight as a pass-through cost.
Or if you had these in their home already.
We're happy to use those.
Yes,
We serve some families and they have those large, you know, the Pyrex with the lids, and I just left them in there for them.
What you got over here?
Oh, what I got over here is just a little bit of two things actually. It's a sample menu, and I leave this with the clients.
Let's have
Oh yes.
Marion. She knows how to hold it long enough so that the cameras can actually get it.
This is Marion. And inside, one thing I would like to point out is we try to make it very easy for a client that's looking for different dietary needs. So there's like a legend on the inside here that indicates if a recipe is low sodium or vegetarian, gluten-free, whatever it is. And it gives you at each entree what dietary things that those fit into. And there's also a number of servings that a typical recipe will come.
Okay.
So that's
there's. I see breakfast, lunch, dinner. I
Yes.
see all kind. And yes.
So we have some clients that all they want us to do is make them 14 days worth of French toast, and we will do that.
Are you
It's whatever
serious?
you want. This is your service. I mean, as long as you're eating, that's what we're.
I can do that.
But if they want somebody to serve it, why not? Right.
Yeah, and then finally, this is just something, you know, some people like clean aesthetics in their home, but this is especially important for like memory care with other caregivers.
Let's hold it a little higher so
There
they
you
can
go.
get a little.
And this has
Not to cover your pretty face. But
Please do. But it's just to alert caregivers that might be preparing their meals for them, you know, how to heat up the meals so that it's a quality experience every time you reheat. And then to help choose, maybe it's a conversation you have throughout the week. Choose your entrees for the next time, and you just snap me a picture and say, this is what I want, you know.
It sounds like you thought of everything.
I did not. It's this. I'm so glad there's smart people that are in charge of this.
Yeah.
We're just excited. They made it as easy as possible so we can just focus on food and you know, creating a relationship in your home.
You know, several times today, because our graphics are not like they usually are. Let's one more time, and there's your camera. Talk about slowly your phone number, your website name, how they
Yes.
get a hold of you.
Okay, I'd love to talk to you. Please either telephone me at 479-485-1213. My name's Lisa Welton at Chefs for Seniors, and we have a website. It's called chefsforseniors.com, Arkansas. It's that easy. So again, call me 479-485-1213, or visit me on chefsforseniors.com, Arkansas.
And your email address is on that website too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And we're on Facebook too. And I'm not great at it. Be patient with me.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, you're busy.
Yes.
I
like
think,
that.
oh, look there. We have a question from the studio audience, and look who it is.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Susan, host of the Culinary Journey.
Hi,
And my
Susan.
question goes back to shopping.
Yes.
Do you have other restrictions? And if you need a lot of ethnic seasonings, are they all in the same place where you can do other shopping?
Typically, they have been. Here's the other beautiful part about the initial visit is we will take an inventory of what you already have on hand because we want to be good stewards of your groceries because that's a straight pass-through cost. If you don't need it, we're not going to buy it for you. So my phone is full of people's pantries and refrigerators. It's a little embarrassing. Not even my own kid. But if there is something that might be a little out of the ordinary, some people that might follow a vegan lifestyle, I might need nutritional yeast. They just recently started carrying that. But sometimes I'll order online or just have the client order specialty items. And if it's not something that we're going to do often, I'll try and find a DIY mix because a lot of these more ethnic things are more spice blends that are actually easier to make from things that you already have on hand.
Especially for you, since you're a chef.
I have one more.
Okay.
You said you went to culinary school, but are you also a nutritionist or dietitian or have background in that?
Thank you for asking. Just recently, we've partnered with Brightwater Culinary.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
And they have a whole new effort around food meeting nutrition. And I was just part of the first cohort for a program called Certified Culinary Medical Professional. And it's basically what they teach nurses and doctors, but they've tailored it to culinarians. And so I was part of the first cohort. That's my new
Oh,
patch
look
over
at
here.
you.
And I think that will really help in the business, especially when we partner with doctors and dietitians and nutritionists that are trying to, have food, because that's 80% of everything that we've got going.
Yes.
Have better choices. Thank you for asking that.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Susan. Anything else? Are you good?
I think I'm good.
Okay. Well, I mean, we all three are coming from different perspectives here, so it's kind of cool to bring Susan in as well.
Absolutely.
So I know we've done it before, but let's one more time, because we don't have the graphics down there today. Let's tell everybody again at that camera what your phone number is, how they can get a hold of you, etc. One more time.
Awesome. I'd love to hear from you. My name is Lisa Welton, Welton, at chefsforseniors.com is my email address, or you can call me 479-485-1213. You can Google our Chefs for Seniors website, Arkansas, or you can try and find us on Facebook. And I would love to talk to you about this program and answer any questions you have. Where we've been finding a lot of value also is if you're caretaking for parents, the roles change later on. And
Yes.
sometimes they're out of state. And we work even as franchise owners. If you have family that's in other states, we will provide you contact information for we really do care about your nutrition
Yeah,
and
yeah.
your food. So
Yes.
just call us. We want to be partners.
This sounds too good to be true. I don't know about you, Marion, but I'm signing up.
I was just thinking that all the way through, and it got more and more interesting, because I really do believe in investing in ourselves, our health, and this this is bigger than I thought it was. I mean, yes, I could do the mail order food, and I've done it, and it tastes good, but there's something extra special. I know that when you have a person in the kitchen that has the background that you've been expressing, and the personal touch, that's what I really like. I don't need somebody in my kitchen, but it sure is nice.
Okay, we're out of time for today, but oh my goodness, we could talk for another hour. couldn't
We will.
You know, we will. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to be here with y'all
And
today.
join us next month for another version of Let's Talk About It. What are we going to talk about? Let's come up with something fun. You want to?
We can do that.
Okay. Next month. See you soon.
Bye.